Here's some of the parts you need when you're trying to turn a regular General into something like an XP. So we have shock therapy springs to go on the factory shock. We have Super ATV lift and Super ATV high clearance A-arms. Pushes the front tire inch and a half farther forward, if I remember correctly, so that he can run at least a 30-inch tire like the XP has. And all of that stuff is going on this. So the front end is torn apart. Got one bracket in for the lift right up there. This one here is for the lift. There's a bunch of wires. You see all these wires hanging down here and over there. And these are out here. They're normally uptight. It helps to have two people feed it in from the driver's side and across, and it slides over the original mounts. All it really does is it moves the mounting point of the shock. See if I can get there. You see where the bolt is holding it together and where the hole is right here. Whoop. Where'd it go? Right there. So it makes the shock stand up taller, which in turn gives you lift. Got this torn apart here. If you're taking these apart to get the ball joint out, it's not like on a car where you smack it, take this bolt out, just slide it all the way out, and the ball joint has a little notch in the side. See, the bolt goes through the hole right there. You can see how it interferes with the, that's what holds it in, and then the clamping force also. Another discovery we had last night is the brakes are bigger on the XP. We were looking at the differences in the caliper, and on my XP, this area up here is finned for pulling in air. Then we started noticing how my brakes are out here. I don't know the measurement yet, but they are definitely bigger and they're thicker. They have less holes than this one, but they're bigger around, and the whole caliper is thicker itself. So the XP does not have engine braking like the regular Generals. So it's more of a performance, fun, you know, machine, so it needs better brakes. Just don't have the engine to help. So there's a snap ring you can see on this side here, right there. Maybe you can just make it out. There it is, right here. My hand's in the way. Right there, it's a snap ring holding that ball joint in. When we took it apart, it sprung it, so we had to get replacement ones. So you might want to just have some of those around, or do it when an auto parts store is open, so that you can push this ball joint out and you have to put it in the new A-arm. We've noticed little differences as we're doing the swap between the standard General and the XP that didn't know before. As I find them, I will try to highlight them and post that. Okay, so now we have my XP pulled up to the 2018 that has a 3-inch lift on the front and no lift on the back yet. Soon to come. See if I can get here and get you an elevation shot. You can kind of see a little hard to tell in the video. I'd say the XP is currently an inch taller, 3/4 to an inch taller, but as you can see, there is a difference in the tire size. So he's going to go to at least that size tire. That's a 27, 9, 14, and that one there is a 30, 10, 15. So he's going to go to at least that tire size. So that'll make that even higher. Plus the shock therapy springs, once that's on there, we'll probably make it a little bit higher yet. Let's see if I can get back and get any better views. There you can kind of see that the front of the red 2018 one is higher in the front right now. So let me go the other way and see if we can tell anything else. You can kind of make it out. Just a little bit different. And you can see the tread width. See the front tire on the XP is sticking out past on that side and on this side. So on the front, you had that one bracket going across, and then you have spacers that go into the rack and pinion to limit the amount of turning. So if you do the Super ATV lift or the high clearance A-arms, you got to put that little spacer in on both sides. Point to that for me. Now, I pull the boot back, snap that on there, and then put the boot back on. Sounds easy. It's not really. And then on the back, you have these 5 brackets for the rear lift. So there's more parts to get the rear up. And I will show where those go when we start putting that together. Okay, if you're doing the rear lift, you take this bolt out of the aft lower A-arm, and you throw that across shop, and then you put a 100mm long bolt in there in its place. Take this bracket, just drop it right down in there, set it on that bolt. Up here at the top, it slides into the factory position for the shock. See if I can do this with one hand. Like that in there. And that goes in there like that. That's the first bracket for the lift. Then the next piece goes right on here, and it'll come up and put your shock mount out here. And then there's a cross piece that goes through the frame rail right there over the other side so that they work together.